Hey guys, Viking 82 here, back to show us more plunder that I've acquired for the over the last little while. I got a lot of stuff to show here, so um, figured I'd knock out a few more of these videos to show the really cool package from Jason Ellsworth of Anger on Empty Throne. So wanted to knock out a couple other videos while I was at it, and yeah. This first one comes from eBay, and I actually just reviewed this band's upcoming full-length album, which I'm really excited about. And I was really excited to find this one because, honestly, their first three albums are really hard to find unless you go on Discogs, which, of course, I don't use, though I'm probably going to start using it here at some point. But this is Troglodyte with Anthropological Curiosities and Unearthed Archaeological Relics. What a mouthful. But yes, if you're not familiar with Troglodyte and you didn't see my review of their new album, they are a Bigfoot-themed death metal band from Kansas City, Missouri. Been around since 2005. This is their third full-length album put out by No More Tomorrow Records in 2015, and I've only given this one spin so far, but sounds pretty good, though I definitely think I like their new one a little bit more. It sounds a little bit heavier to me, but yeah, still really good stuff. The next two, I don't remember if I ever showed these. I might have, but if I have, you'll see them again. But yeah, this is Dissentients with their Mask of Pretense EP and Empire Anatomy. Now, if you're not familiar with Dissentients, they are a melodic death thrash band from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Been around since 2013. Mask of Pretense is their debut EP put out by the band themselves in 2018. And Empire Anatomy is their latest full-length album. Actually, their debut full-length album put out by the band just this year. I've gotten to listen to both of these. Excellent death thrash. Highly recommended. Now, this next one, I actually pre-ordered on Amazon, and it seemed like they were just taking fucking forever to, like, even give me an update when they were going to deliver this, and then it was showing that it was not available, and all this. Finally, I just said, screw it, canceled the pre-order, and I ended up ordering this off of the Artisan Era Bandcamp page, but this is the latest one from Aetherius Leiden. And if you're not familiar with Aetherius, they are a technical death metal band from Tacoma, Washington. Been around since 2014. This is their second full-length album, put out just this year by the Artisan Era. And really solid technical death metal. Definitely check them out. This one here, oh my god, this is some amazing doom death in my opinion. But this is Chasms with Necrotic Ossuary. And if you're not familiar, this is, again, as I said, a Doom Death project. It's a one-man project of a man called TC. This is his debut demo, put out by TC himself just last year. The CD version of this is limited to 35 copies only. Mine is number 23. So really happy I was able to snag a CD copy of this. And this is, as you can see, as DIY as you can get, but I absolutely love it. I definitely want to do a review of this at some point. If you love just cavernous sounding doom death, go check out Chasms. Next up, we have Atrocity with Unspoken Names, demo 1991. Atrocity are a death metal band who later kind of morphed into more of like an industrial type band. I only really enjoy like their very first album. None of the other stuff I've heard is been to my liking. But yeah, these guys are from Germany, been around since 1988, and this actually contains 4 demos off of that debut album, Todesangsucht, which hopefully I pronounced that right. Probably didn't. This is put out by Massacre Records just this year. So yeah, really happy I was able to snag a copy of this. If you love good old school German death metal, go check out Atrocity. Now this one I was really excited once I heard the first single off of this split, and I pre-ordered this right away. Really happy it's finally here. But this is the latest split between Ritual Necromancy and Fossilization. Now, Ritual Necromancy, they are a death metal band out of Portland, Oregon. Been around since 2008, and they only have one track on this split, but it is 15 minutes long. So I haven't had a chance to listen to this one yet, but I'm really anxious to see how well they did with this song because, as I said, when you write long songs, it's got to be really well written or else you start to lose interest. But I got a feeling these guys are going to nail it. And of course, Fossilization, Doom Death from Sao Paulo, Brazil, been around since 2020. They get 2 tracks on here. This is out on Everlasting Spew Records, just released within the last couple weeks, I believe. So yeah, go check this out if you've not heard either band. Now, the next 4 actually come from Life After Death. They were having a buy one, get one 50% off sale here not long ago. And of course, couldn't pass that up. That's a deal you honestly cannot pass up. So yeah, picked up a few things that I was wanting to check out. Starting with Chasm Dweller with Fossilized. And yeah, this is a Doom Death band from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Been around since 2019. This is their 3rd EP. Put out by Life After Death just last year, limited to 200 copies. I have listened to a little bit of this band on Bandcamp before. Really solid stuff, so I'm really anxious to check out this EP in full. This one I've seen on Facebook several times and in a couple distros, and I just finally decided to pick it up. This is Norath with Harbinger. And yeah, this is a death metal band out of Seattle, Washington. Not sure when these guys exactly formed, but yeah, this is their 2nd full-length album put out by Life After Death just last year. Again, limited to 200 copies. I have listened to this on Bandcamp. Really good stuff. All right, get my notes all organized here. Next is Slog with Graves. Really dreary artwork there. And if you're not familiar with Slog, excuse me, got a little something in my back here. They are a doom death band with a little bit of a black metal influence as well from Los Angeles, California. Not exactly sure how long this project has been around, but it features Jared Cave Moran handling the drums and vocals on here, and I pretty much dig pretty much anything that this guy does because he is an absolute beast on the drums. Yeah, this is the band's debut full-length album put out by Transylvania Recordings last year digitally, and then Morbid and Miserable Records handled the CD copies of this. So yeah, really looking forward to hearing this. Like I said, I've not had a chance to listen to quite a few of these yet. Just been kind of busy. And then the last one that I picked up, another one that I've seen a lot of people mention. In fact, I believe the Classy one himself recently won a contest for a flag from this band. But this is Elix. I probably totally butchered that. And with Rake of the Astral Leviathan. And yeah, these guys are melodic death metal / black metal out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Been around since 2020. This is their debut full-length album put out by Life After Death just last year. Again, I've listened to a little bit of this off of Bandcamp, but have not listened to the full thing yet. And then finally, the last 3 all came from Nameless Grave Records, excuse me. First up, we have Sabotory with Endless Asphyxiating Gloom. And yeah, these guys are death metal out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Been around since 2011. This is their debut full-length album put out in 2014 by Unspeakable Acts Records. I've seen this band mentioned before and just decided to pick this up because it looked very interesting. Like I said, I've seen them around and I've had people tell me, oh, you got to check them out, so why not? This one I've seen like everywhere here lately, and a lot of people kind of said it was absolutely killer, so I had to check it out, and I just love this artwork. But this is Chainsword with Blight March. Definitely has a bolt thrower-ish feel to it. But yeah, this is a death metal band out of Warsaw, Poland. Been around since 2016. Debut full-length put out by Gods of War Productions in 2021. Have not had a chance to listen to any of this, but like I said, it's kind of one of those. Everybody said it was really good, and I believe even Necrotic Nick over at Thralls of Metal actually talked highly of this, so had to check it out. And then last but not least, I was really excited to see this in there because I absolutely love this band, and I tried to get anything they put out is if I could possibly do it. But this is Intestinalism with the Energumenus. Totally butchered that, but yeah. Tested Ballism, melodic death metal from Tokyo, Japan. Been around since 1992. This is their debut full-length album. Independently put out by the band back in 95 on tape. This is a 2019 Obliteration Records reissue. It's actually a remastered edition of this. It contains some live tracks from their appearance at the Asakusa Death Fest in 2018. And honestly, I have not listened to this, but Intestine Ballism kicks ass. If you've not listened to them, go check them out. I highly recommend the song Corporal Celebration off their debut album, An Anatomy of the Beast. Killer stuff. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.